violence and other kind of violence.
Guess what? I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
What's going on, Gen Z, man? What's cracking?
Bro, this shit is crazy, man. This dude, did you see the girl that he had like gave warning to? Like he warned a girl, some random.
Oh nah, we gonna get into all that, man. We gonna get into all that, man. We gonna get into all that. I didn't see all of that stuff, but I saw little snippets of it. In fact, I'm gonna share my screen right now, man.
She still got her story up.
Oh, you got it up?
Yeah.
All right, well, go ahead and share your screen then.
I think she got off easy.
Who, the girl? She ain't.
No,
I mean, it's early, man. The shit just happened a few hours ago. Ain't nobody out the woods of any. You know what I mean?
The guy got off easy.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wish he would have lived, man. I wish he was still alive, man. Let me move this.
I'm not talking about going to prison either. He
right,
wasn't worth
I know
one
that.
bullet.
I know. Let me
Yes.
Man. Salute to Rico, man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, so basically, he basically posted a picture of himself with some guns. Let me get that picture up real quick.
All you guys that are in the queue, you guys gotta be patient. I'm gonna bring you guys in a little bit. We got a lot of information to get through, so I'm gonna bring you guys in a little bit. So just be patient.
Yeah, so oh yeah, I was just gonna say he posted some pictures of himself with a gun. Let me do.
That's the girl.
Yeah, that's the girl. The girl.
Yeah, EP Nupez. I saw that. I saw her name.
Yeah, like he
tagged her in the pictures.
Yeah, he tagged her in the pictures for some reason. I guess he was trying to impress Shorty. I don't fucking know.
Maybe he was telling her, like, you caused me to do this. Like, he's madly in love, and you caused me to do this. And, man, listen, man.
He didn't even know him.
Oh, she didn't know him?
No, they didn't know each other. She's just like an Instagram model. Well, she's like a young Instagram chick. She got 15.7K followers.
Oh, well, my God.
She had like 10K before, but then
started
following her.
Everybody
let's see. Yeah, so he posted. See real quick. So he posted this picture right here.
Salute.
So he posted this picture on his IG, and then tagged her in this story with the firearms, and had the clip, as you can see. And then after he tagged her, he DM'd Shorty. So he DMs her. He goes, "Hey, you gonna repost my guns?" She says, "What?" He question marks, "You gonna repost my guns?" And then she says, "What? What your guns got to do with me?" He says, "Just tagged you." She said, "I'm so confused." And then he sent the story. Then she says, "But why?" He said, "I don't know. Be grateful I tagged you." She said, "No, it's just scary for real." He says, "How?" She says, "I barely know you and you tagged me in a picture with some guns." He said, I guess." And then he says, "Hey." She says, "Hello." And then he says, "I'm about to." And then she gives some explanation. "He's a stranger. I know nothing about him. He decided to tag me in his gun post. I'm so sorry for the victims and their families. I really don't know what to say." And then he says, "I'm about to." She says, "What? About to what?" And then she says, "Good morning."
She posted that in the middle of this conversation? Or afterwards?
Not afterwards. So this is all afterwards. These are screenshots of like before he actually did what he did. And then he says, "I'll tell you before 11. Then he says, "Good morning." She says, "Good morning. What?" He said, "I'll text you in an hour." She says, Okay. And then he says, "But you have to respond. I got a little secret I want to tell you. then she goes, I might be taking a nap because I'm really sick, but if I'm awake, I will. He says, bet. She says, bet. He says, I'm going to air out. And she says, what? Hi. He says he going to air out. And then she said, the reason I responded to him was because I was afraid of him. I wish I stayed awake to at least try to convince him to not commit this crime. I didn't know. And then, like, her friends were, like, hitting her up. All the people posing as him. Oh, yeah, because there's, like, bot accounts posing as him and shit. But, yeah, this is a girl that I guess he told before he did this.
How'd she get those lip fillers at such a young age?
I don't know, man. I mean, she's like emo.
She's got
like
lip
one of those,
like J.J. Walker, man. Jimmy Walker from Good Times and shit.
Yeah, she's one of them emo chicks or whatnot. And yeah, shit crazy.
Man, that's bizarre, man.
Yeah.
Man, if you guys make sure you guys come correct, man. Don't come in here with your shit playing in the background and all that shit. These guys, it's a serious show, man. We trying to, you try not to, step on each other. We trying to make it. This is serious shit, man. This isn't funny, you know what I'm saying? This isn't. Maybe we're gonna get into the bullshit a little later on, you know what I'm saying? Like we always do, but. This is 3 hours ago. They thought 14 kids was killed, right? They thought it was 14.
Yeah.
Which is a lot.
Huh?
That's a lot. Yeah.
No, but it's not 14. It's 18. It's up to 18 now.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Yeah. It's just
and he killed his grandma.
Right. Exactly. Is it Salvador Ramos or Ramos? I don't know. I think it's Ramos.
Romas.
It's Ramos.
Yeah, Salvador Ramos.
I never heard that name before. I wonder if he was Central American or what. I never heard that.
Oh, he was definitely one of y'all, man. Y'all holding this.
Mexican? Or you think he was Mexican?
I heard Honduran.
Y'all,
Honduran.
countries are just lines, man. Y'all people just...
Yeah,
countries, them lines was drawn by white people, man. Y'all don't try to act like y'all some different.
But what I'm saying, Ike, is his name, I never heard. He has three names. I never heard any of those three names.
It's not Mexican. He's not Mexican.
Yeah. And now, did you hear the story? Border Patrol agent was nearby, heard the shots, ran into the school, saw him and killed him before the cops showed up.
Thank God.
That guy's a hero. If this cowardly cop that ran away from the Capitol riots got invited to the inauguration to sit next to fucking the president, the vice president and shit on Obama. I think he sat next to Obama and somebody.
There's also some other DMs that he was sending. It's kind of weird too.
Oh, you got some more stuff? All right, go ahead, share your screen.
Yeah. There's also a thing where people are trying to say, oh, he was a cross-dresser or something like that. I don't know if that was actually him.
You know what? I saw something about that was fake. Then I saw something that looked like it was real because it had the same background and the same tint as all. Like his pictures all got a certain tint to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one's real, the other one's fake. Yeah.
The one is fake where it was just him, like, like doing all those poses and shit.
I got those pictures up top so we can see. I don't know which one's real or fake. So, but he DM'd somebody and then he said, "I'm stuck on the old head side of Yubu now. Darn." And then he said, "Hey, I want to make you famous." And then she says, "LMAO, hi." And then he says, "Where are you from?" I don't know how he's getting responses with he had 300 followers or some shit.
You know what?
Hey, real quick, people in the chat, I don't think his name was Ramos. I think it was Roman.
Yeah, I think it was
never
Roman.
heard that.
But Roman. Somebody confirm that for us.
Let me see.
But yeah, he's not dealing with top flight IG models. That he's dealing with the babies. They if these girls, once these girls get to 300, not even 300. Once these girls get to 100,000 subs, followers, they don't clap back and they don't respond to do like this. But listen.
Some are saying Ramos, some are saying Romas, but I'm mostly seeing Ramos. So
okay. So he's saying he's gonna make them famous. That's a nice line. A young chick is gonna bite on that. She 18 and she got, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna bite on that.
But it's like he don't got no clout though. Like that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Exactly.
Like you a 300 follower page nigga, and then you talking about you gonna make somebody famous, nigga.
No, I feel you. But that may be somebody's burner account. You know what I'm saying? You may think that's somebody's burner because you know a lot of guys don't want to do this stuff and get caught up with their wife and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah. Then she says NYC. He says Texas. Just follow me back on IG. I'll make you famous by next Monday. She said, "How's Texas?" He said, "Good. What about you?" So I mean,
oh my God, he's such a simp.
Yeah. So they got this page.
That's fake. That's the fake one.
Yeah, that one's a fake one.
Yeah, that's fake. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's another picture of him in a skirt.
Yeah.
In black. In black. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to find that joint. But yeah, definitely a weird ass motherfucker. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, that's real.
That one. Now listen, if we got to confirm that too, but if that's him, that could lead somebody. You know.
That's what Modern Renaissance Man was saying. He just got done with his stream. That's what Modern Renaissance Man was saying. That could push somebody over the edge, especially a parent. That
machismo culture they have, because that's a very, and you can speak to this, Wicked. Like that stuff ain't kosher like that with y'all, huh?
Well, my bad. What was that, brother?
That cross dressing stuff is not kosher, but with y'all community.
No, and I mean there's people that they hate that shit and they'll attack them for that, you know?
Yeah.
If somebody's doing that. So it's it depends on where you're at, but it could be shamed upon, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But that's like anywhere, right? But
no, I mean the Sun community is don't get me wrong now, but we not like totally open arms with it. But you can fly with that in the Sun community. Like in the hoods, it be all type of belays, cross like homos. They be hanging on the block too. Now in DC, the trans and the LGBT dudes be hanging on the block with the hitters.
Yeah, they got a video of him when he first entered the school.
Wow. And you know who took that picture, right? Another kid. Yeah, some kid that was in the school, because that school has 600 students.
Yeah.
And he could have, if that Border Patrol agent hadn't came and killed him, because the police hadn't shown up yet.
Right.
He could have killed as many as, I don't know how many clips he had, how much he had, but he could have done like Las Vegas, like that guy did in Las Vegas. Or
it's
Orlando.
62. This is like Columbine, right? Because it's 22 now, right? Columbine was like 25 or something.
Is it 22 now?
Yeah, because it's 18 plus him. 2 people.
That's including him.
That's okay.
Yeah.
His grandmother.
Grandma.
And the teacher.
And the teacher. So that's 21.
So
But I don't know. It's growing because I mean, like I thought it was 14 prior to coming on here, and then at the last minute I found out that it was
Because they said a 10-year-old was in critical and another person, like 2 people were in critical, a 10-year-old and someone else. So I don't know if maybe they died. So it added to the.
Yeah.
I'd go crazy, brother. I'd go bonkers. I don't know what I would do.
Yeah.
Oh, they got his TikTok too.
The fact
this nigga had a TikTok.
Okay, we get to that in a minute. The fact that he's dead is the part that would drive me crazy. I would want him alive.
Yeah.
Like look at this shit, man. These parents got to come down there and find out their fucking kids is dead. Like, why did listen, man? Not for nothing, man. He didn't have no ops. Like, if I do this, unfortunately, most of my ops are son, but it's some dudes. If I snap like this,
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Some dudes that's in trouble. And I ain't going to no school to kill no kids, man. It's some grown son men that's in a world of if I snap like this.
Right.
But to go to a school full of little kids.
Bro, check this out. The bio in his TikTok says kids be scared IRL, which is in real life.
Oh, come on, man.
And it looks like he might have had a YouTube channel as well.
What does that mean, though? I don't understand.
Kids be scared.
Kids be scared in real life is his bio.
Let's see what's latest. The latest is going on, man. You know they're politicizing this now. The left is the liberals online making this, showing everybody how virtuous they are, showing everybody how much they're better than it. They're not even, the liberals aren't even talking about the kids.
But what does this like shooting tell you about the United States, though? I mean, this is like Afghanistan. Like when someone goes into like a school and like blows kids up, it's like on the same. It's like like people are just crazy in these states. I don't know what's going on.
This is a different thing a little bit. Look at this woman. This woman says, "What kind of mental illness did Salvador Ramos have to kill children?" Listen, man. This is evil, man.
Right.
This is evil.
Pure evil.
This ain't got shit to do with no fucking mental illness.
I think he's definitely retarded though. Why? He's gotta be to do some shit like that, brother.
Nah,
you gotta be sick. You gotta be sick, bro.
Nah, listen, man. Nah, he's texting with IG models trying to like simp with them. I'm gonna make you famous if you just give me a little attention. Give me a little attention now. And I'll make you fit. Nah, man, that dude did a lot of things that were coherent, cogent.
Yeah, he's a psychopath.
He wasn't just
right, that's what I mean. That's what I mean, though. He's a psychopath, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely a psychopath. Without a doubt, he's a psychopath. But I don't believe that that's a mental illness. I think a lot of people are psychopaths. I took the psychopathy test, and I tested.
Hold on, what's that chat right there? Every Republican is going to pretend this is an immigrant issue because the shooter has a Hispanic name when almost every mass shooting is done by a white man. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
I thought he was white. When I heard the body count initially, I thought it was white.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
I saw it 15 minutes after it broke, and I was like, oh, my God, not again.
Yeah, but at the time it broke, it was 2 dead and like 12 injured. So it was like...
Yeah, I know.
And then when I heard it was where it was at, and then it was a Mexican school, I was like, I hope it's not a white boy, man. You know? I mean, I'm not gonna. And then I thought about you, because you said before, people tolerate crime from their own, and like not so much from others. You know what I mean?
Right, definitely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, nobody wants to see somebody from another neighborhood coming in and kill it. Like this, that's just like it just is what it is, man. That's there's nothing wrong with that. That's not racist. That's not all these istophobic words. That's just normal.
It's human nature,
Yeah. So yeah, like and listen, man. Even with black people, if let's say this happened in the black community and it was a goddamn Nigerian, right?
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to Pookie or Ray Ray. The niggas would be mad and shit because they be more mad. You know what I'm saying? That it was because it was just even that level of separation.
Well, peep the demographics. The demographics of Uvalde, Texas is 78% Hispanic, 14% glider, 4% other, and 1% Asian.
Well, that school was like 90% Hispanic, though Mexican.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like it's like majority Hispanic town.
Yeah, this is crazy. The liberals are already out virtue signaling. This is 100% not an immigration issue. This happens all over the United States, but as soon as a mass shooting happens near a border town, y'all want to blame immigrants. And they're all talking like, it's like, what about the kid? Like, you came on social media to show people that you're like look at this woman. She's a blue check. She says, after 16 people were killed in a hot air balloon in Lockhart, Ted Cruz authorized and passed federal legislation improving safety rules. After Mexican immigrants were targeted in an El Paso Walmart mass shooting that killed 22 people, he did nothing.
So what do y'all think about that, though?
This is from 2020. This is the one from the mass shooting in the Walmart out there.
Yeah, the population of Uvalde is 16,000.
That's
16,000?
Yeah, small town.
My neighborhood had more people than that.
Yeah, I don't even know if he's illegal or not. I don't know if he's an illegal immigrant. I'm trying to figure out. I'm sure it's be hard to tell because I mean they're gonna keep that. That doesn't help them. This would not help them if he was illegal. They're gonna try to probably release that on the humbug when the story goes down.
Yeah.
But at the same time, out there pointing a finger at Ted Cruz about what he didn't do or anybody else did for this gun legislation and all this stuff, none of them would admit the fact that all of the people they've let out of prison due to bail reform and their low crime laws is getting people killed. They'll never talk about that body count. And that body count is much higher. And that's what angers me about Republicans is that either they're in on the scam, because I know they're part of the problem as well, but they never snap back. Yeah, they never snap back at liberals at the dumb crap that they're saying. I mean, it's easy. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, no pun intended.
No, I got you on that. I got you on that, but let me just tell you this. You're on social media, right? And you see these people getting like their channels taken, their pages taken down. They've been getting people are terrified of this mob, the liberal mob. They're terrified.
They're terrified because people who are in a position to do something about it, they let them get that way, right? They let them get that way because average Joe, yes, he can get his page taken down, he can be doxxed, but I'm talking about the people in the hierarchy, the Mitch McConnells, those types. They won't say anything because, like I said, they're in on a scam too. It's plain to see. And even for so-called Fox News, they never call them out on their BS. They never call them out. It's only a few real conservatives that call these people out on their lies. But the majority of them, they just gloss it over. It's just talking points to them. But the sad part about it is situations like this is what affects us, average people, every day. And we have no voice. We have no voice. Well, other than you are. Other than you are. You're a black Gen Z.
Yeah, that's why you guys gotta make sure you guys support the channel. Make sure you hit the PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, because what she did say was a good thing. Like that, people, there's no place like we talk about the things we talk about here. The places we go, especially in the later hours of the stream, I don't hear that and I'm all over YouTube, man. I watch so much YouTube, and I don't hear the stuff we talk about here.
We can't say what we say here in public. We can't because, for example, me, they'll say that I hate all black people, and I can't be fair, which is horseshit, right? I think it's horseshit, but here it's damn near therapy, bro. I should call you Dr. Akintunde, not to be confused, Dr. Ifatunde.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Hey, so here we go. This is what you guys are talking about. I think this is what AP was talking about a little bit. This person says, now look at this person. This is she looks like an Indian, like a red dot Indian. She says, While we all reel from another senseless school massacre, I guarantee you Fox News is probably working hard to make it about immigrants. How do I know? Shooter's name is Salvador Ramos. So just a reminder that most mass shooters are not immigrants. And then she posts this.
Okay, dude.
But then, hold on, I want you to understand. These pictures are over almost a 13-year period because the Aurora guy, that was a long time ago. Like, this is over a 13-year
That was like
2012,
2012, right? Or 2008, something like that.
Yeah, and this is the Las Vegas guy. The pictures this is on Parkland. The pictures she compiled are over a 13-year period. But I want to show you, like you said, AP, people are peeping the bullshit. I mean, they can't, like, it's not like it's going unchecked. People are peeping the bullshit.
Maybe she means bodies, like total bodies, because some men it's like one dead, 8 shot. This
but
is
you
like
notice how
one person has 15 dead, like one person has 50 dead, like.
But you notice how she was quick to put pictures up of white people, but I'm quite sure, like in the Asian community, who is doing the robberies and beating up on elderly Asian people? Right now, my community, we've had instances, we tell the older Indian women not to walk on with their gold jewelry on. It's not white men who are going snatching their chains off. But let me guess, she won't put their pictures up though. See, this is what I'm saying. And you wonder why there's going to be a snapback. And that's the reason why I'm like, point fingers at both sides. Don't just pick.
But intuitively, she knows who's doing the crime. She knows it.
Because when she walks down the street and she hears loud voices around the corner and she hits the corner and she sees that they're white people, she breathes a sigh of relief.
And granted, she doesn't live among Black people. Granted, they are very prejudiced even among our own people. She lives in a probably majority white or Asian neighborhood.
Look at this one. This guy clapped back at her and he said, mass shooters of 2021. This picture chart includes gang violence. Yours obviously doesn't because it doesn't fit the left's narrative. You are right. While most mass shooters are not immigrants, they also are not white.
Got him.
Right.
This is the hold on, I can't blow it. How do you blow shit up?
Aren't you at like 260
that's as
now?
big as you can get it.
Okay.
Or you can just remove us from the screen.
Nah, this is fine. But yeah, you guys already know this. I show this stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Know. Like the not like 70 to 80% of the mass shooters in this country and this is just the people arrested, because remember in Blackistan a lot there's no suspects in a lot of this shit. This is of the ones arrested.
Right. I actually did a breakdown of this panel called Detroit or Deadline Detroit, and they were talking about, oh, dude, why don't cops shoot white mass shooters, but they shoot Black mass shooters? And I'm like, but they don't shoot Black mass shooters. Like, if you look at the 2022 Black mass shooter count, like, go through each page, and I guarantee, like, almost on every page, there's an MLK Boulevard on every page.
Thanks.
They're not shooting. These guys. They never shoot Black mass shooters. Like, first of all,
unless they have to.
Most don't get caught. Then not most. There's a huge proportion that don't get shot. That don't get caught. Then when they arrest them, these guys been arrested 20, 30, 40 times.
Yep.
Like, it's not only that the guy survived this arrest, he's been arrested 40 times.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are these people talking about? Niggas know how to get arrested.
Exactly.
This is crazy. But yeah, people are clapping back on social media about this, man. This meme right here, but here's the thing. I think this is what you're talking about, AP. The Republicans won't make this go viral. Conservatives on Twitter won't make this picture right here go viral. Like, but Democrats, you're real far away. But Democrats will make this go viral, and because this is all over. I saw this so much in the last few hours, but I haven't seen a lot of this one.
I've seen
it'll be racist. They'll get canceled.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I've seen Jack Posobiec tweet that before. I can't remember. I think it was during somebody posted something about Buffalo, and I think Jack Posobiec did that.
Yo, this nigga's name mid-value man. What the fuck? Yeah, he right though.
Did you guys hear that crazy stat that Baltimore has more murders than the entire country of Japan? Japan is like a country of 150 million people. Japan has like 300 murders. Baltimore, just one has more.
Listen, man. If Baltimore has more, that means St. Louis has more. That means Birmingham. Chicago, that means DC. That means, just think about that little area from, let's just say from Virginia to New York, which would probably not even equal half of Japan in landmass. That little area, that thin area, not the whole states, but just that East Coast part of those states, including New Jersey. You probably have 3,000 murders a year in that little area. From New York City.
Another corridor, yeah.
Down New Jersey.
Baltimore, Maryland, DC.
Philly, Baltimore, DC. And you could even stop at DC.
Great,
I mean, it's just the murder, and that's why what we talked about last week. Did you missed out? Did you go back and watch the show?
Yeah, I saw some of the show,
Black Gen Z. Did you go back and watch the show?
I didn't get through it yet.
You got to some high science after that, man. It's kind of like this stuff is like what we basically was talking about was that it's kind of like has to do with our breedings, like the way we breed. We breed in quantity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Not in quality. And then the fathers aren't really there, but but that's not they're not deadbeats for that. That's just the way we evolved. When the father's not involved in the
selection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, birth selection. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and the mother is not really very nurturing because it's just we're just breeding quantity. We're just trying to get as many out as possible, and when you do that, you have to cull the flock.
It's so like we're breeding and aborting.
Yeah, post-term abortion. So we basically invent reasons to kill. And I think that the Umbritos are similar to that.
Yeah, the Umbritos definitely have a high abortion rate. Yeah.
No, but they have throughout history they've done those sacrifices.
Yeah.
I read today, and I'll get into that. Let me pull that up.
We're gonna go over Biden's remarks.
Okay. Yeah. Hold on.
Well, he was talking slow as hell.
Kevlar vest.
You don't want no gaffes, man. You don't want no gaffes in this one, man.
Yeah, but Biden looks like he's on the deathbed. He looks so bad.
He is on his deathbed.
Yeah, he looks really bad, man. I don't think he'll make it. I'm not even being funny, but I don't think he'll make it.
We're gonna make history, boys. The first.
Oh, yeah, so they confirm pictures of this nigga in a skirt.
Oh yeah, you got it up.
Yeah. Let me pull it up real quick.
Let me just show you guys something, man. First, right quick, man. The Aztecs, or as they would be called, the Mexica. They were wicked with the sacrifice.
Oh yeah.
And now what they're starting to learn is that it wasn't only religious. A lot of it was because of starvation. Like they couldn't feed all the people that they made.
Mm.
So they found a way to, cull the flock. In 1 4-day period, in 1487, this is before Columbus, because they recorded, these people had writing. These people was very civilized. They had writings. They recorded it. So this ain't the Negroes from Negro land. They recorded it in their own scripts. In 1 4-day period in 1487, they killed 84,000 people on this one pyramid.
Jesus.
Damn. And 84,000 at that time is like half the population.
They didn't have a choice though. The sun needs to rise.
Yeah, right.
True.
That's actually the reason what they conjured up. Because I mean, I think that I agree with that. It has something to do with that has something to do with they couldn't feed the whole population.
So they had to make some shit up.
But the way they went about it was that the world would come to an end if they didn't constantly sacrifice. And some people estimate, because they record, they had their own
in 2040.
The monks burned a lot of their tablets. You familiar with that, right? Wicked. The monks burned a lot of the tablets because they thought it was witchcraft and whatnot. But from what from reading the inscriptions on the sides of the pyramids and all that, they left a lot of information. They sacrificed 250,000 people a year on those pyramids.
And they especially sacrificed a lot of their, when they captured different tribes members, they definitely sacrificed them. And that would led to the Aztec downfall, because the other lesser tribes, when the Spaniards came, see, a lot of people always, and this is the thing that makes me upset too, is that they always blame whites for everything. But no, the only reason the Spaniards were able to conquer the Aztecs is because the other tribes, the lesser tribes that the Aztecs said, yes,
that wasn't the only reason.
They joined in.
That was one of the reasons, but that was a fact.
That was one of them.
Definitely.
Yes.
That's one of the reasons.
Yes.
Not the only reason. You know, where my family comes from, those tribes, they were not sacrificing people. We were just on the outskirts of the Aztec Empire, though. You know, we're like in what is now like almost Texas.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're in Sinaloa, Durango. But yeah, we were not they were not sacrificing people. You know? I heard they were sacrificing animals, though.
Your people weren't sacrificing people.
No, the Aztecs were. They were very warrior culture. Yeah.
The Mexica, the Aztecs are like a catch-all term for those people, but
Central Mexico, in Central Mexico. Around Mexico City.
Aztecs equal breeders, I know.
Yeah, but hold on. They procured. They weren't like sacrificing all their citizens necessarily. They were going and raiding other tribes for the sole purpose of sacrifice. Like, they weren't going to war with people like Ukraine and Russia. No, they were going to war to gather people to sacrifice on their pyramid.
Right. I know that the Aztec warriors, when they were fighting the Spaniards, they were trying to capture them for sacrifice. Yeah. And that kind of fucked them up because the Spaniards were just killing them. And then they were trying to capture them. As they were trying to just take them alive, it was not working out, you know?
Yeah. All right. Well, go ahead, Black Gen Z. Do your thing, man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, they got pictures of this nigga in a skirt, man. This nigga was a cross-dresser.
That's him?
Yeah, Transformer type.
It doesn't look like him, though. It kind of looks like him, but it doesn't at the same time. I don't know.
Don't want to ignore this too, the liberals.
It's just the phone camera.
Yeah, he got the iPhone 6.
This is just another. What's up, everybody? This is just another piece of evidence. What's happening, folks? That this mental issue that's pushing people into the letters game is also something that should be landing them on some kind of list, oftentimes, for potential terrorists. Now,
but see, I don't believe that though.
Peyton Gendron got on the list, and they didn't do shit with him.
Right. Yeah, he made a threat to the school, and nothing happened.
How do you explain?
But I'm saying they don't want
to. Thing with the Parkland shooter. They did like the same thing with the Parkland shooter or something. The FBI knew about him, but they didn't do nothing.
Yeah. Right, because he didn't meet what they were looking for. They only want glider kings.
Yeah, if you did the January 6th insurrection, they're coming for you. But
right.
If you're making blatant threats on social media, you're pretty much good. As long as you
I I don't know that you could stop this. People are just crazy. Some people are
You
just
can't.
psychopaths.
Yeah, you can't. You can't.
People are totally crazy. You can't stop this.
Unpredictable.
But they need officers at the schools, though. They need officers at the school.
Right.
As well as
resource officers,
as well as armed teachers.
Yes.
But if schools become hard targets, they'll start shooting
the armed teachers,
and then they'll start shooting
extra.
I'm not saying put a pistol in the hand of every person that's got a teaching certificate. I'm saying if you're a teacher and you've passed the CCW and all the rest of the courses like everyone else, then you should be able to conceal carry at your job. Which is
yeah, but these kids, they'll beat the shit out of a teacher. Like a kid will take the teacher's gun, like real shit.
Let me ask you guys this. So what changed? Because this America has had guns since its inception. Like what changed that people start shooting kids?
Not institutionalizing people who are obviously crazy.
I think that's one of the main reasons. Yeah,
got rid of the asylums.
The problem is
America's been doing this.
The problem is that, to your point, we're not showing the majority of the American people who's doing the actual mass shootings. We always hear about Dylan Roof, and we always hear about Peyton. We all know their names, but what about the person who shot up the McDonald's? What about what about the guy who just turned himself in? Did you see the guy?
You mean Dontavius?
The guy who shot the person on the train, the 46-year-old man, he turned himself in.
Right.
Yeah, but still, though, like, why these things never happened in like the 1950s? People still had guns, but you never see like a school getting shot up.
Social media.
Something changed. Like something changed in America. This is happening.
That's fair.
Something really changed it. Yeah.
A lot of niggas are getting sexually confused at an early age, and they start questioning their whole existence from then on out, type shit.
I don't know. I don't know if this guy shot up at elementary school because he was gay. I don't know if that's the case.
He didn't. Not because but I mean, you definitely gotta have some type of self-esteem issues if you're doing some dumb shit like this.
Some people are just psychopaths, bro. Some people, you don't need much.
Why did it take him so long?
Nobody's home. The lights are on, nobody's home.
Why did it take him so long?
He was 18. He was a young motherfucker. 18 is young.
Who knows? We'll never know now.
Man, when I saw the top shooting.
Well, he's in hell already.
When I saw the top shooting, I knew something else.
We got some interference in that bitch.
I want to be clear. I'm not saying dude did this because of his sexual proclivities. I'm saying that this behavior that he's exhibiting in this photo is an indicator of many indicators that there is something going on in this person's head that makes them dangerous.
What about all
he doesn't look very dangerous in this picture.
Right.
Yeah, he does.
What about all the sunmen? What about all the sunmen that are not dressing like this and they're shooting everybody? How do you explain that? The sunmen serial killers that me and Gen Z have talked about.
Many of them are into this shit too.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. Yeah,
that's a good point.
Niggas
bring the boys
a lot of DL niggas love going to jail so much. That's the only thing you can assume.
Exactly. Yeah,
that's the
being
only
around
thing.
men for like years and years.
These guys are not worried in jail, dude. These guys are very comfortable in jail, dude. They're not.
They like that
like
shit.
A big deal.
Hold on. Let me just say something. If you look at a confluence of factors as a total picture, added with the constant in and out of jail, a place where there's no girls, the ass always showing. Like, I mean, the ass is always out on something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like the small shirts, the skinny jeans, the colorful drawers. Now the drawers are kind of like an accessory. The drawers nowadays was just you wore boxers. Now it's like the drawers are part of the outfit. Like your hat match your drawers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the temperament, like the hair trigger temperament, kind of like a bitch. You know, if you look at the confluence of...
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured, but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo! Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
that
with
ain't
that
me.
funky ass suit
that's
on.
that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
factors, you could say that. It wouldn't just be jail, but jail would be the big one where you're like, damn, wait a second, bro. Like, there's no girls in there, and you, like, literally went there for the dumbest fucking reason ever.
Have you seen those TikToks from jail? They always look so happy. The guys that are like hugging and like
pretty lit. They call it jail talk. They be lit.
This guy'd be like that dude who went to the women's prison and got the women pregnant in jail. That's what this dude is.
Transgender.
But back to this dude right quick. What are they? You know, they already know he's Latino. He's Hombrito. So what are they just gonna pivot straight to the guns and not even mention?
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
So.
Like what
they already did. So. It already did.
Yeah, so be.
It's the most logical path to take. It's kind of like with the Sunmen, right? The Sunmen are doing all the shooting, but it's the gun.
Yep.
The gunman. Sunmen gunman. Same shit.
Did you see the Antifa in Atlanta that tried to Molotov cocktail?
Yes, bro. I got a video coming out on that shit. They literally went to the DeKalb County training facility and like was protesting that shit. I'm like, bro, and they came from like all over the country. Like
Bank of America too.
Wow.
Antifa Watch, Andy NGO reported on it. He's got a YouTube video on it.
But they don't exist.
That's
it's
probably
just
the
an
one.
idea.
Let's see.
It's just an idea. It doesn't exist.
Right.
Wait, don't most like mass shootings like that make the news happen when a Democrat is in power, right? Or am I mistaken?
And it doesn't really matter.
Because I think in Trump, like when Trump was in, how many mass shootings were there? Do you remember? Like you can remember?
I mean,
there weren't that many.
They're on the rise. They're on the rise, but it's definitely since 2020, it's exploded. So you can say since 2020.
Yeah. Definitely, it's going crazy now.
Because also,
this prison TikTok, man, it's what the brothers is doing in jail, man. Like the sisters, so the sisters, you know, they marching and shit and protesting to change the laws, and this is what the brothers is doing in there.
That's a good question. Well, this time I had got locked up because I had a firearm and I wasn't supposed to have a firearm. For a case that I caught when I was 18 years old, which was for unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, pretty much a stolen car. So now that I'm older, that still stuck with me, and I'm not allowed to have a firearm. And I had one. I shouldn't have. I don't promote it, and I don't think it's right. Jail sucks. Don't go to jail. Don't be doing stuff you're not supposed to. So now I'm trying to keep it legit.
All right, TikTok, let me straighten this out real quick. There's a couple people in my comments that think for some reason that I'm trying to flex or brag about being in jail. Nothing to brag about being locked up. I'm just showing my life. You got a problem there, you can get the fuck off my page, though.
Hey, Bunky, I'm gonna make some deviled eggs. You got the eggs from breakfast?
Yeah, for sure, home. I got you.
All right, bet.
The fuck?
All spread.
Oh, hell no. That's disgusting. Oh, hell no. What the fuck? Oh, no.
Pretty creative, though.
Not the hot Cheetos, though.
This motherfucker can do all this, but I bet you couldn't get his ass to sit down for 5 minutes to read a book.
TikTok selling merch.
So you gotta ask whatever questions, I gotta answer them. Hurry up. Any questions?
Yo, Riz, do you love me?
Yes.
Cap.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh, wow.
Hurry up, you got 1 minute to ask me 21 questions.
Ask you 21 questions.
Hurry up!
All right. Do you think about me at night?
Yes.
She gonna have a baby
All right.
with
Do
that
you pee in
bitch.
the bed?
No.
You got a wig on right now?
Yes.
And there's another dude in the house. You hear?
I was gonna say that. She with the other dude.
Yes.
That's his second baby mom.
Are you gonna have my baby or what?
Yes.
Hey, Bunky, you wanna make something to eat, man?
Fuck.
Yeah. All right, what you got?
God damn, they love the fucking Cheetos.
What kind of gel is this with ceramic tiles? The fuck?
Right.
You making a wrong.
I didn't notice it until he said that. It is weird.
The lukewarm water.
That's a dorm. Some of them stay in a dorm. Some jails is dorms.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'll microwave it there.
And people get killed over that microwave, man. You don't.
Yeah, you like my outfit. Don't even fake the deal. I thought you said you had your girl on the light bill. Always in my face, talking this and that. Girl, I had to buy some real
I look just like my little brother and his baby mama.
I ask this question a lot, and I get out in 2027.
God damn.
14 years for a manslaughter. But before you judge me, just know that there's a story behind it.
Hey, Bunky, let's make a speedball, man. I'm tired in the mud.
This motherfucker.
There's a story behind it.
Yeah.
Reinvent your hiring with Test Gorilla. We offer you seriously smart screening tests crafted by experts.
This shit is sad. This shit is embarrassing, man.
Hey, my grandbaby. Hey, grandma. Get your ass up. I'm finna come pick you up for church. Babe. You heard me, babe? This shit that damn froze. That ain't nobody but the damn deal.
Whip us up a couple of Krabby Patties.
Fuck it, I nut all over her meat.
Wow. That's a real damn jail right there, bro.
That's suspect, man. I'm sorry, man.
Very.
That's suspect, but I know they might not even be gay. I mean, I get it, but it's just suspect. It just it's not a good, like, that's what y'all doing in here. This is what sisters is protesting to make easier. That's what I'm trying to understand. Like, you gotta understand. Because don't think because I ain't done a video in a while on it. Sisters are actively petitioning the courts and the fucking their lobbyists and their congressmen and all that stuff to make this shit easier for these niggas.
Sisters are becoming the judges everywhere and make it.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about they're trying to like change it. Like they want basically going to prison is going to be like fucking like just removal from society. That's going to be the only thing it is. It's going to be not going to be anything about it that's punishment.
They want to abolish prison.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this question right here, and I know a lot of people would think that technology was one of the hardest adjustments that I had to make after doing 21 years in prison. But the thing about technology and why it wasn't that much of a hurdle for me is because I knew that it was there. I mean, when I was locked up, I knew that technology had, developed in a massive way. So I was ready for the technology. But the one thing that I wasn't ready for that was the hardest adjustment was food preferences. Because, see, I had been locked up 21 years, so I had only been eating prison food for that long. And mind you, prison food is bottom of the barrel. And that's kind of all I know. So when I came home and people would take me to these different restaurants, and it can be something as simple as McDonald's. And they would ask me, what do I want? And it's like, I really don't know what I want because I don't know how anything tastes anymore. So food preferences was something that I struggled with because a lot of times I was going places and I didn't know what I liked.
We'll get back to some of that later on, man. We'll get back to some more of that later on, man. That's just little.
I bet it's gonna like a burger to me. I bet you it's a fucking
Niggas
burger.
having a ball, man.
Yeah, they having a good old time in there, man. It just like it's just what it is. I didn't even show you the ones with about the electronics. That was like a food one. They PlayStation laptops. They got all that shit in there.
I seen one where they had a dog. They had a pit bull in there. I seen one.
They had a pit bull.
They had a fucking pit bull in there, bro.
Damn.
They going crazy at DC jail.
I think it was like in Georgia or some shit.
DC jail, they stabbing the shit and stabbing like every day the last week or so. In DC jail, they going crazy over there.
I heard Rikers is off the chain, but I don't know right now. But Rikers.
You said life is what?
Rikers Island.
Oh yeah,
It's rough in there right now.
Oh yeah,
I heard the Latin Kings are tormenting motherfuckers in there.
Oh, the Latin Kings are tormenting the blacks?
I mean, I just heard that they running shit right now over there.
Yeah, no doubt. I heard that too. Yeah, I definitely heard that. But see, the thing now, the Bloods there's a lot of Latinos in the Bloods and in the Crips. So all the gangs are like, the Latin Kings are the only gang that's all one race.
But in New York, Latino is a loose term. Latino, hombrito in New York is some man too, bro.
No. But what I'm talking about is that, like, the Latin Kings are like you and shit. Motherfuckers like you and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans.
I ain't like you. I promise you guys like you too, brother.
Latin Kings?
I promise you.
Latin Kings?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
They know the Latin Kings are Afro Latinos.
Okay, I didn't know that. But look, this woman, you see this on the screen? These people don't even know if their kid's alive. This person's like, is she alive? This girl's father is desperate to know. The father of 10-year-old Annabelle Guadalupe Rodriguez tells Fox that his daughter is missing following the mass shooting at Robb Elementary School, where she's a student. Apparently, police have not been able to provide a straight answer. Wow. Because the death toll keeps rising. They got a place where the kids go. They got a place where the kids go all the kids that got let out of school when they can meet up with their parents. And then you can check the hospital too if your kid's in surgery or something. But if they're not there at the meeting place for all the kids and the parents and they're not in the hospital, your kid's probably gone.
What does that mean though? What does that mean, gone though? Like, how does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, got you. Damn.
Look at this is the teacher that got killed. This is the teacher that died. 4th grade teacher Eva Mireles was killed along with 14 students, 18, in shooting at an elementary school.
Man, that's so sad.
Yeah, man. Damn. She dead, man. That's rough out here, man.
But you see in that comment under the poster there where it says, "I'm furious that these shootings continue. These children are innocent. True, rifles should not be easily available to all."
Sorry, that's non-negotiable.
Yeah, they wanna take your guns. They're gonna use every time this comes up. That's the first thing they're gonna talk about. First thing, I mean, like when I was on Twitter, as soon as I got on Twitter when it happened, they were already talking about it. Like it was 2 people dead and 12 injured, and they was already talking about fucking guns and shit. That's so sad, man. This woman.
Very sad.
Can you, man, I'm glad he didn't have a body cam on him. I like the GoPros. That would have been horrendous.
The one thing though I can't help to think though is that little kids all across the country are getting killed or getting murdered in all these shootings and random violence. When these events take place at schools now, it's like with the rampant crime and violence, it's like this amount of kids die almost every day. This just happened at a school at this one particular event, but across the country, it's this many kids dying almost every day.
In the stand, in Blackistan, this is about a good week in Blackistan.
Yeah,
kids just getting murdered, not shot.
You think so? A week? Oh, okay.
Yeah, a week.
18 kids. I would say 2 weeks.
Maybe the whole country.
Nah, that's like 2 cities. That's like
18 kids, like 9-year-olds. No.
Damn near.
Not 9-year-olds.
No. I would say 2 weeks, and that's still
maybe 2 weeks. Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Across the country, I'm saying that's a week.
Okay, well. How much you want to bet on that? How much you want to bet?
I'll give you Philly, Atlanta, Chicago, Baltimore, and you can definitely get 18 bodies in a week.
This the kid gun memorial. This is the kid
gun 5 on it.
Oh,
this the kid gun memorial. This is the kid for kids ages 0 to 12.
That's an elementary school right there.
That girl right there, she 11 years old.
The last day right here they have is the 21st. So let's say the 21st. You said a week. Going back to would it be? The 21st would be
the 14th.
14th. Yeah.
14th. Okay. And these are just guns.
Right.
This is not kids that killed in other ways. This is
depressing, dude.
But some of them are self-inflicted when like a kid gets a gun
Finds a gun. Still, I would count
finds
that.
a gun and shoots him. Yeah.
This does not
That's still rare though.
rampant child abuse.
Mm-hmm. But also, I don't think they have them all here, man, because I think this is the gun memorial. They've been slipping lately.
Not exactly. I just did a story on a 3-year-old who was killed in New Orleans.
Well, she wasn't on there.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, their job. This is a tough job at the gun memorial.
Right,
man.
it's tough. It can't be easy.
She was killed in the French Quarter by her brothers. The 2 brothers.
Really?
Yeah, her brothers
On
killed her.
purpose?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't look distraught about it when they were getting arrested. Niggas hit the plain face on them officers, goddamn. They weren't even crying.
Yeah, that's the one thing that some men do, because some men don't want to look like, they know that the dudes in jail won't see their arrest footage and they don't want to be crying with us off. A lot of some men want to look nonchalant when they go into jail because they think that the dudes inside might see that footage and get arrested. So they want to look as nonchalant as possible. But yeah, like, I mean, look at this motherfucker. This 2 men shot, 1 killed early morning Trenton parking lot. This girl, look at this. Teen shot dead at birthday party as gunmen open fire. Birthday party. Campbell, like, I mean, the way some people die is different than the way other people die. Like,
for sure.
Those
this country, for sure.
Even though those kids died horrible deaths, they died within the confines of that school. Some people died in the fucking street. You know? Like they get
anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, if you click on the son, man, he died in the fucking street, man. This guy got
in the alley.
Yeah, on the parking lot. Look at this guy.
Could be anything, really.
This man
car wash.
Yeah.
A birthday.
Fatally shot in the head outside of Lynchburg Apartments. This guy killed him. Look at this guy. Clarksville man turned himself in. Alleged Oak Grove shooting connection. I bet this guy was shot outside. He was. I mean, like when some people get shot, it's outside, man. This guy was shot in the parking lot.
They get hit in the house twice. Straight bullets don't, respect nothing.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. When like the fact that like so many some people are on this fucking thing, and then the other people like that aren't some people, they were killed by some people. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them.
That's crazy.
And this incidents like what happened today allow the media to kick the can down the road a little bit longer. Because it's like, all right, well, look, everybody's doing it. And it's, even with these big man, even with the 10 people in Buffalo and the 20-something people today, that didn't even put a dent in the ratio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like brothers is getting whacked out all over this country. Look at this brother, man.
But it's what brothers want. Am I wrong?
No, this is what we do. This is just what we do. Like I said, like we said last week in the show, man.
Look, that dude with the braids with the blue background, I did a story on him. He was killed in a mass shooting. It was
nine shot, one fatally.
Yeah, and that San Bernardino mass shooting.
That's a fun one. Whenever
I'm not going to talk about that one.
Did 2 shots.
Yeah, and then I got some footage like outside of the little gas station. It was like a hookah lounge next to a gas station that they shot up. And there was this like fat sister. She was like, "Don't say nothing. Don't stop talking about it." Like she was trying to tell people in the crowd outside of the caution tape to like not inform the police on who did what.
Oh.
That's the stand in a nutshell, though, Gen Z.
Yeah, it was ridiculous, man.
Pathetic.
And I didn't even hear about this mass shooting. nine shot. Damn.
That's a lot. That's the one where they were fighting on the crime scene of Gen Z? They started fighting amongst themselves or not?
Yeah, this is crazy.
I remember one recently where they started fighting in the crime scene.
This is crazy, man.
Some folk.
This is crazy, man. But yeah, A lot of kids get killed every day in this country, man. Let me go back to this. This shit is sad. That little boy, man. That little boy's face, man. Knowing that he died, shot with an assault rifle. This little boy right here got shot with an assault rifle. Man, that little kid, man. That face. That's a little boy, man. He still got the blob face. He only got no definition in his face.
God damn, it's scary. I mean, I gotta admit, when I got home, man, I hugged my babies because it's just scary, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you can't even imagine going through it, man.
For real.
Imagine.
Right.
They looking for this girl still. 24 minutes ago. No one can find this girl. She's probably dead, man. Unfortunately, man. If you can't find your kid, if they're not down at the
right,
the meetup center, the meetup center, wherever they meeting up at with the parents and the kids. If they're not there or they're not in any of the hospitals, where the fuck else would the kid be? Think about this.
They had a mobile morgue outside the school.
Yeah, triage. Yeah. But and I understand the parents, but they don't want to believe that shit. They want to hold out hope. You understand it?
Hey, Ak, and what about the first responders? They gotta expose themselves to this evil.
Oh, to walk in and see that? Yeah, to walk in and see that. They
gotta be professional. They gotta be professional. But remember, all cops are bastards, though. Defund the police, though.
Uvalde, Texas.
Here's Biden.
When I became president, I would not have to do this again. Another massacre. Uvalde, Texas.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Beautiful, innocent, second, third, fourth graders. And how many scores of little children who witness what happened see their friends die as if they're on a battlefield, for God's sake.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Medgar Evers, and it's a very tranquil scene compared to just a couple hours ago where a drive-by shooting just took place. Excuse me, I'm getting live updates as we speak. I've just been updated to the amount of casualties from this drive-by shooting, and I'm getting reports that 2 people were actually declared deceased and 27 others were shot and injured but are in stable condition. And although we must pray for the families of the fallen, we must also praise God for the aim of the super gremlin. If you want to know more about the victims of this crime, make sure you add BGZM News 17 on Patreon at www.patreon.com/blackgenzmindset. Also, don't forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment on the video to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this gun violence in the streets. For more hard-hitting news coverage from the community, by the community, I'm Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
And cut.
All right, dog. Let's get the out of here before these niggas come back.
Whoa. Yo! Ain't that nigga J?
Nah, that ain't me. That ain't me.
He just went live
that ain't
with
me.
that funky ass suit on.
That's that nigga. That's not me.
Hey, get that nigga.
Janquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia. Pray for me.
They'll live with it the rest of their lives. There's a lot we don't know yet. There's a lot we do know. The parents who will never see their child again, never have them jump in bed and cuddle with them. Parents who will never be the same. To lose a child is like having a piece of your soul ripped away. There's a
they pick and choose whose life is sad when it ends.
out, suffocating. It's never quite the same. It's the feeling shared by the siblings and the grandparents and the family members and the community that's left behind. Scripture says, Jill and I have talked about this in different contexts, another context. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit.
Yeah, it's like he's not. It's kind of like, since it's not a white guy, it's kind of like a bummer. It's like, well, you know,
yeah,
it's not really nothing to talk about. It wasn't a white dude, so it's just like, y'all gonna make me talk about. All right, I'll say something. You know,
you should have heard the Washington Post. I was covering it when the Washington Post was doing this, and at the end of his speech, they were like, "Oh, the energy with which Biden delivered the speech." They're like drooling over. I'm like, "What energy? What do you mean? The dude's half asleep at the podium."
Right.
Whatever that is that they give him to pump him up is not working anymore.
The Kevlar, keep going though. He makes like a Kevlar vest joke again, like. We're not hunting deer with Kevlar vests.
You know what else? He's actually cutting more funding to the police. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
He's putting through a bill.
Oh yeah, Steve Kerr.
Cutting more funding, and he's starting a national registry for bad cops. That's what he's doing.
Steve Kerr went off.
All right,
he's trying to limit use of force.
Yeah, they're all doing that in DC too. They're like trying to like make it like. They're making it like the problem in America is still fucking police brutality, but whatever. Let's listen to Steve Kerr, man.
I'm not going to talk about basketball. Nothing's happened with our team in the last 6 hours. We're going to start the same way tonight. Any basketball questions don't matter. Since we left shoot-around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly Black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California. And now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough.
What's wrong with these people?
There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago.
No background checks, no gun registries, nothing.
Hold on, listen. A background check would not have stopped this because they have the constitutional carry in Texas. So,
but wasn't he illegal? He was illegal carrying it.
I mean, he's under 8. He's under 21.
Yeah, he's under 21. So like no laws could have prevented this. Basically.
No, right. So
nothing stopped him from getting the gun.
Like, how do you stop somebody? How do you Does he know about the black market? Now, I believe Steve Kerr's authentic. I don't think this guy's like just faking it virtue signaling. I think he really believes this shit.
Yeah,
you know, genuine. I think he's genuine. I think he really believes that. Because I mean, that's how he's been all. But I just
it's weird. It's weird how naive these people are.
Right. He's played in the NBA all his career. Like this guy's been on a plane. He's probably taken what 8,000 flights, chartered flights all over the country, playing in the NBA and coaching throughout his career for the last 30 years, 30 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just lives a different life than the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he's not like a regular person, man. So he's got a lot of blind spots, man. But I think he's genuine. I don't think he's just getting up here in the grandstand.
It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power.
Wrong.
So I ask you, Mitch McConnell, I ask...
Who's in power? What's he talking about? Exactly. You're in power. You're in power.
The left is in power.
The all of you senators who refuse to do anything about the violence in school shootings and supermarket shootings, I ask you, are you going to put your own desire for power ahead of the lives of our children and our elderly and our churchgoers? Because that's what it looks like. It's what we do every week.
You coach basketball, man.
Right. You know what, man?
Relax.
Is somebody gonna tell him shut up and dribble, or does that have to
Yeah,
be me?
right. Like this is now listen, this is they when they opened that can of worms in 2020. Well, no, it's actually Trayvon when Miami Heat came out with hoodies and shit. Remember that picture with that?
Yeah.
They opened up a can of worms, man. To where now these guys, like, think about it. He might had to have said something about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Like, could you imagine if he just came up? Like, they're playing in Dallas, which is in Texas. This happened in Texas. You know what I'm saying? It's the biggest story in the world right now. It's an international story. Like, he literally, by talking about every fucking interaction between a sunman and a cop for the last 10 years, he's put himself in a box where he gotta say something about this. Like, so it's like they put themselves here, man. They put themselves in the box. He probably had to say something.
I'm fed up. I've had enough. We're going to play the game tonight, but I want every person here, every person listening to this, to think about your own child or grandchild.
They're probably going to lose tonight. His energy's off. I wonder if if he's the leader of the team, what's the score in that game?
They're down by like 24.
Yeah, because if he's
for real, they're down 24.
Sounds
Damn.
right.
It was 3-0, wasn't it?
Yeah. This is the fourth game. If he's the leader of that team, he's in no position to coach a basketball game tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was interested to see. So you said they're getting blown out.
He was literally crying a minute ago.
Yeah, he's not in no position to coach a basketball game, and that's probably going to cost him this game.
Child or mother or father or sister, brother, how would you feel if this happened to you today? We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs.
But think about how this is where his biggest blind spot is. He coaches a team in the NBA full of brothers. Full of brothers. And the carnage that goes on in Pakistan every day. There's not a peep about that.
Yeah, Sunmen have made the whole country numb to gun violence.
Yeah, but
we do it so much that like it's not even news.
I get that, but
it happens all the time.
But his players are black though, and he's woke. Like, think about it. He cares about all this stuff, and all his players are black. One of his best players, Draymond Green's best friend, who's also an ex-NBA player, was killed a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Adrian Payne, murdered in Orlando. It's like
you're right, unless it's a cop, right?
Unless it's a cop,
but even if it's a little kid, not a word.
No, but he can use this about gun control. This is a gun control football, political gun control football. But when it's Sun people, there's really nothing. There's no football there because there's no political football. It's nothing you can, use to like. What can you use to get something?
It's high risk, low reward.
Exactly, because if you say something about it, that's not going to go well over in the locker room either. If he gets out and starts talking about a lot of something and killing each other, he's not going to be. They might run him out of there.
Come on, Mavs, let's go. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go play a basketball game. And 50 senators in Washington are going to hold us hostage. Do you realize that 90% of Americans, regardless of political party, want background check, universal background check? 90% of us, we are being held hostage by 50 senators in Washington who refuse to even put it to a vote.
Now, the background check thing is really crazy because, like, let's just say you give me a background check. Like, I can pass it back. Like, think about it. If I want to just kill somebody, I can feasibly pass the background check.
Yeah, just don't have a criminal record. You're good.
Or
It won't make a
what if
difference.
I already have the gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Or what if, like, it's so many like that.
Or
That
get
was-
somebody who can pass a background check to get it for you.
Right. That doesn't. There's no way to stop somebody who wants a gun. Man.
Or just do like they do in Atlanta and rob it off a nigga's hip.
That's what they do in Atlanta.
Yeah, they'll pull that bitch off your hip, nigga.
Oh yeah.
If you were trying to open carry in Atlanta, you better be on your head on a swivel.
You better be a real nigga. You see,
It'll get snatched.
No, how do they come up on you? Like, do they?
Shit, while you walking out the gas station, they see it's on your hip. They'll just come up and grab that bitch and try and pull it out the holster.
I saw that for the police woman, right? At the gas station.
I seen that one.
That was in New York, I think.
New York?
Yeah.
No, but there was like, remember that shootout at the gas station at the Shell in Atlanta that killed that brother who was like defending his daughter. That's what they did to he was an innocent bystander, but what happened was they tried to pull it off some guy who was open carrying. The 14 and 16-year-old tried to pull it off the guy who was open carrying, and then they got a shootout in the gas station, and then the guy just randomly got shot because he was there.
Think about this. That's something that, like, is unique to Blackistan. And I talked about that too when the constitutional carry thing came out. I like around my neighborhood, right? Any of the neighborhoods where I lived at. Them dudes, because DC gun laws are strict and, you know, people don't walk around toting, them dudes would be offended to see somebody walking around the neighborhood with a gun on their hip. Right. They would take it as an offense and affront to them that they didn't get that gun. Because it's like a dude came around y'all way, he had his gun on his hip, and y'all let him, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't take it?
Yeah, because it's like other neighborhoods where he wouldn't be able, they would definitely take it. So it's like your neighborhood, niggas would be offended. Or if you was out there and some other niggas came and told the story, like, yeah, man, dude just came through. You're like, oh yeah, y'all get that?
The streets are watching that?
I'm talking about a legal carry. I'm not talking about like another, you know, hoodlum or killer or shooter from the neighborhood or something. I'm talking about like just somebody that came around there, and let's just say they crossed jurisdiction. They forgot that they wasn't in Virginia, or they forgot, you know what I'm saying, and they was in DC with a gun on their hip. Niggas, but that's what I'm talking about. That type of aggressiveness. I'm speaking to the aggressiveness, that like, damn, like niggas really would just try to snatch. Like they just snatch it off your hip.
They'll come yank that bitch. But hey, I'm a peace out, y'all. I'm a peace out.
All right, man. Peace out.
Bro.
Night, Jesse.
But they better
have a good one, man.
not profile.
Night, bro.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.